Hi, let's solve some previous question of parsing. I already discussed previous question 2010 onward in another playlist. Just go through that playlist. Here I am solving some question that is before 2010. First question, it was asked in GATE CS 2003, question number 57. Consider the grammar shown below. S derives CC, C derives CC or D. The grammar is 4 options are given. It is asking whether the grammar is LL1, SLR1, LALR1 and LR1 or not. I already discussed same example for CLR1 and LALR1 and I found this grammar is CLR1. This grammar is CLR1 means this is LALR1, this is SLR1, also LR0 and this is also LL1. This grammar is all. First option it is LL1, yes. Option B it is SLR1 but not LL1. This is wrong. It is SLR1 also it is LL1. Option C LALR1 but not SLR1. This is wrong. It is LLR1 plus it is also SLR1. Option D LR1 but not LALR1. This is wrong. It is both LR1 and LALR1. So answer will be option A. How will check one grammar is LL1 or not? Just take first of this. First of this is C and first of this is D. C intersection D is 5. That's why this grammar is LL1. And for checking CLR1, you need to construct partial automata and from that you need to identify conflict. If conflict present, then the grammar is not CLR1. If conflict not present, then the grammar is CLR1. I already constructed CLR1 automata for same example. Just go through that lecture, you can understand. Next question, it was asked in GATE CS 2008, question number 55. An LALR1 parcel for a grammar G can have shift reduce SR conflict if and only if. 4 options are given. I already discussed this thing. LALR have shift reduce conflict only if CLR have shift reduce conflict. We don't find shift reduce conflict in LALR. If in CLR there is shift reduce conflict, then there is a chances that LALR also have shift reduce conflict. But there is a chances that CLR have no reduce conflict, but in LALR we might find reduce conflict. Option A, the SLR1 parser for G has shift reduce conflict. This is wrong. SLR conflict is not related with LLR conflict. Option B, the LR1 parser for G has shift reduce conflict. This is correct. If CLR1 or LR1 parser have shift reduce conflict, then LALR parser have chances of shift reduce conflict. So answer will be option B. I already discussed this concept during lecture. Just go through that lecture. You can easily solve this question. Next question, it was asked in GATE CS 2005, question number 60. Consider the grammar S derive, start bracket, S, end bracket or A. Let the number of state in SLR1, LR1 and LALR1 parser for the grammar be N1, N2 and N3 respectively. The following relationship holds good. 4 options are given. In 4 options, 4 relations are given and it is asking which relation is true. SLR1 that is for N1, LR1 that is for N2, LALR1 that is for N3. And we already know that number of state in LR0 automata is same as SLR1 automata is same as LALR1 automata and that is less than equal to CLR1. So according to this, what will be relation? N1 will be equal to N3 means number of state in SLR1 automata will be same as LALR1 automata and that will be less than equal to N2. N2 is number of state for LR1 automata. Now just check in the option. Option A will be ruled out. Option D will be ruled out. Next, there are two options, option B and option C. Option B is N1 equal to N3 less than N2 and option C all are equal. So from these two options, we need to check which one is correct. Whether n1, n3 less than n2 or n1, n3 equal to n2. So for that, you need to create the automata for LR1. The initial state will contain the augmented production that S dash derive dot S and look ahead will be dollar. There is a dot before S, so you need to add S production, S derive dot, start bracket, S end bracket and look ahead will be dollar. Then there is another S production, S derive dot A, look ahead will be dollar. And we'll assign one state name I0. Now from I0 by S it will go to another state where LR1 item will be S dash derive S dot, look ahead will be dollar, and we'll assign state name I1. Then by start bracket it will go to another state where LR1 item will be S derive start bracket dot. Here dot was before start bracket, now dot is after start bracket. S end bracket and lookahead will be dollar as lookahead was dollar in I0. Then there is a dot before S, so we'll add the S production as closure of it. S derive dot start bracket S end bracket. We'll take look ahead first of these two. So first of end bracket and dollar, that will be end bracket. And there is another production S derive dot A, look ahead will be end bracket. And we'll assign one state name I2. Then from I0 by A, it will go to another state where LR1 item will be S derive A dot, look ahead will be dollar, and we'll assign one state name I3. Now we did all the transition for I0. Next check for I1. I1 is the acceptance, so there will be no transition. Next check for I2. In I2 there is a dot before S, before start bracket, before A. So there will be three transition. First by S, it will go to another state where LR1 item will be S derive start bracket S dot end bracket. Here look ahead was dollar, so here also look ahead will be dollar, and we'll assign one state name I4. Then by start bracket it will go to another state. LR1 item will be S derive start bracket dot S end bracket and look ahead will be end bracket. Next there is a dot before S, so we'll add the S production S derive dot start bracket S end bracket and look ahead will be end bracket. As first of these two will be end bracket, then S derive dot A, look ahead will be end bracket. And we'll assign one state name I5. Next from I2 by A, it will go to another state where LR1 item will be S derive A dot and look ahead will be end bracket. And we'll assign one state name I6. For solving this question, you can stop here as we found I3 and I6 have same LR0 item A dot, but look ahead is different. Here look ahead is dollar, here look ahead is end bracket. In LALR, what we will do, we'll just merge these two states. So I3 and I6 state will be merged and look ahead will be dollar and end bracket. So S derive A dot, that will be I36 and look ahead will be dollar and end bracket. Now we are sure that N2 have more number of state than N3. LR1 have more number of state than LALR1. So you can say option B is the answer. Suppose it is asking number of state, then you need to finish the LR1 automata. Let me finish the LR1 automata. Now I did all the transition for I2. Next check for I3. I3 is a reduction. There will be no transition. Next check for I4. In I4 state there is a dot before end bracket. So by end bracket it will go to another state where LR1 item will be S derive start bracket S end bracket dot. Here dot was before end bracket, now dot is after end bracket and look ahead will be dollar. Next check for I5 state. In I5 state there is a dot before S before start bracket and before A. So there will be three transitions. First, by S, it will go to another state where LR1 item will be S derive start bracket S dot end bracket, and here look ahead was end bracket, so here also look ahead is end bracket, and we'll assign one state name I8. Then from I5 by start bracket it will go to same state. Then by A it will go to I6 state, as I6 contain S derive A dot and look ahead is end bracket. Now we did all the transition for I5. Next check for I6. I6 is a reduction, there will be no transition. Next check for I7. I7 is a reduction, there will be no transition. Next check for I8. From I8 state by end bracket it will go to another state where LR1 item will be S derive start bracket S end bracket dot and look ahead is end bracket. You can see this state and this state are same, contain same production, just look ahead is different. We constructed LR1 automata. So how many states are there? There are 10 states. So N2 is 10. Then what will be number of state for LALR1 automata? Let me first check which state can be merged. I2 state and I5 state can be merged. Here both are same, only this look ahead is different. Rest all production are same, so I2, I5 can merge. Next I3 and I6, these two state can merge. Next I4 state and I8 state, both have the same production, just look ahead is the different. So these two state can be merged. Next I7 and I9, both have the same LR0 item, just look ahead is different. So I7 and I9 can be merged. So in LALR automata there will be 10 minus 4 6 state. 4 state we merge, so 10 minus 4 it will be 6 state. In LALR1 it will be 6, in SLR1 it will be also 6. So N1 is 6, N3 is 6 and N2 is 10. That's why N1 equal to N3 less than N2. For this question, you don't need to construct the full LR1 automata. By just finding two states having the same production and different lookahead, you can say that option B is the answer. N1 equal to N3 less than N2. In next lecture, I will start chapter 3, syntax directed translation. If this lecture is helpful for you, please like and subscribe. Thank you.